Hey everyone, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. My name is Boom Shaka and I welcome you to my channel or wherever you're listening to me on or watching me. If you guys are interested, you can join my team at patreon.com/boomshaka. That's patreon.com/boomshaka, which is my name. In this video, I'm going to speak to you guys about how INFJs are like chameleons, right? We've heard this said a billion times. That's the reason we're able to kind of assimilate really quickly to any situation because, we'll walk in, we'll see, okay, how's everyone behaving? Is everyone being an introvert? Is everyone being an extrovert? How are they talking to each other? What kind of language are they using? Are they using slang or are they using full sentences? Are they being very high grade level or are they being a low grade level? Are they using a lot of F words? What are they doing? How can I assimilate quickly so that, I can kind of get in there and be friends with everyone and then walk out again very quickly as well. So that's a chameleon nature that we have. We also have to be like that because people will trust us faster because of that, right? We'll walk into a situation, people need our help. If we want them to trust us, then we need to basically be chameleons. People like people who are like them, right? And so we're like chameleons. We become like them, and so they like us, and then they trust us and they tell us their secrets. We're not using that to emotionally blackmail them, but to help them out, right? It happens to us all the time. We've spoken about this before. But I've been thinking a lot about this in the past few months, years as an INFJ, ever since I discovered that I am a chameleon. And I see this in myself as I'm surrounded by people, that I'll go into a situation and I'm sitting around a bunch of people and I'm obviously acting like them, being like them, talking like them, joking like them. And then all of a sudden, there'll be a noise in my head or a voice in my head saying, if you are being a chameleon right now, what is your real self? And it constantly freaking pulls me back and thinking to myself, okay, shit, yeah, you're right, If I'm being a chameleon right now and I'm just copying everyone else, what is my real self? I know that as INFJs, our real selves are something that we only display to ourselves and only display in the safety of our caves, of our apartments or our homes or whatever that cave might be for you. But what happens when we're constantly interacting with people and we're surrounded by people? How do they know what our real self is? Well, is it impossible? The question is it impossible for an INFJ to display their real self and for an individual to find the INFJ's real self? Is it absolutely impossible for us to be that? To be a real self in front of other people? And this is a question this perhaps has no answer, but I'm asking this to yourself, to you guys, if you're an INFJ, or if you have an INFJ friend, to kind of notice that you will never really see their real self, or it is very rare that it comes out because we're chameleons. We're kind of going to copy what's going on around us, right? And so it's also kind of a fear thing, right? Because we don't want to display our real self because, of course, we're afraid of judgment. And if we display our real self and people don't like it, it would never happen. We always have this fear, though, that what if they don't like our real self? So let's just kind of pretend to be like me, like you, I'm like you. I talk like you. I do everything like you. So we can be friends, kind of thing, right? It's such a weird thing to actually talk about out loud because it makes us feel like we're like manipulative in some way. But it's not a manipulative thing. We're not doing it to get more friends. We're just doing it because that's what we think is the way to do it, right? And so as I've been kind of growing older and becoming an older, wiser INFJ, I've been kind of trying it out. I've been kind of playing thought experiments with me where I go into a situation and I am my real self. Of course, it was very difficult for me because I really have a tendency to be a chameleon. But I try, okay, let's see how it's going to happen. And I try with people that I don't mind losing as friends. And I'll show them my real self. And I have to say this, guys, every single time I've done this, I have never lost anyone. In fact, they have always liked me as I am in my real self. And because INFJs have so many freaking layers, even if I show a part of my real self, there's still 1,000 layers, as everyone does have. There's 1,000 other layers that they're not going to be able to see. So I implore you guys, if you are an INFJ, talking to me, listening to me, then go try it out. Go show your real self to someone else. And if you've played the chameleon role for so long, perhaps you don't know what your real self really is. And that's, again, like a challenge for us, to figure out, what is my real self, guys? What am I really? Because I've played this role as a chameleon for so long. Who am I? And not even in the fact that everyone has to ask that question, but INFJ specifically has to ask that question because we play the chameleon role. And we have to ask ourselves, okay, is this my real self, or am I playing a role right now? And if I am playing a role, can I try being my real self for a few seconds, a few minutes, and see how the people around me interact with my real self? It's just, we're kind of learning about ourselves, we're learning about this world we live in, we're learning about the people we hang out with. And so I love doing these interesting thought experiments with myself, just to learn more about myself. And so I'd love for you guys to try it out, just try it out, see how it works for you. Because I think, even though it's a talent that we have to be a chameleon, I think it's important for us to show our real selves to the world more often, because that is our uniqueness, that is our unique self, and people need to see that, guys. I notice more and more that the more I'm able to show my real self to the world, the more I get out of it, the more I'm able to learn about the world, about myself, the more friends I'm able to make, the more authentic relationships I have. So it is important. It's important for us to get away from that chameleon self sometimes, all the times, and kind of move towards our real self as much as possible. It is obviously going to be a challenge as an INFJ, but try it out. Let me know how it goes for you. And obviously, you're not going to be perfect the first time around, right? But just try, keep on going, and eventually, I know you'll do it, yeah? So, again, message me and tell me, or let me know how it goes for you. Or if you have any questions or feedback at all, please let me know. And if you guys, again, are interested, you can join my team at patreon.com/boomchaka, yeah? And I'll look forward to talking to you guys and speaking to you guys the next time around. Bye for now.